If you are confused about what to learn or how to learn to speak English fluently, keep watching. Maybe you've tried different things and have come up empty every time. Maybe you're ready to even give up trying to learn English altogether. Before you lose hope though, watch this video because we're going to talk about learning to speak English well, the right way. We'll look at the how, what, and why of learning to speak English well. Then I'm going to give you a 3-step formula to make your learning easier and more effective. Step number 3 is the most important if you want to get the best results. So let's get started. My name is Herbert Lee. I've been a Toastmaster for over 40 years, a presentation coach for 35, and an English teacher for well over 20. For the past 20 years, I've developed courses to help English learners develop fluency with skills taken from the neuroscience field and communication experts. I research and develop courses and materials that make learning anything faster and easier. And I use the most effective English learning methods. Because English is not my native language and I had to learn English just like you, I can give you ideas that are more practical and immediately usable. So, let's talk about the how of learning English. This is about the way we learn English, and there are many ways to learn English. Taking classes, using apps, watching English movies and TV shows, reading English books, talking with native speakers, listening to English podcasts, using language exchange websites, studying grammar books, doing online exercises, joining English speaking clubs. These are all great ways to learn, but they're just tools. They won't work if you don't use them correctly. And they don't work if you just do it once in a while. You need to be consistent about your learning. Make it a daily habit. Now, let's look at the what of learning English. This is the things that we learn. Vocabulary, grammar rules, pronunciation, idioms and expressions, sentence structure, tenses, reading skills, writing skills, listening skills, speaking skills, understanding skills. These are all important things to learn, but knowing these things doesn't mean you can speak English well. You need to practice them as well. And this needs to be done regularly, not just when you feel like it. One problem with what is there is so much stuff to learn and so little time. And sometimes we just keep adding more stuff to our list of what to learn instead of finishing the materials we already have. So we've talked about the how and the what. But here's the big secret. The why is the most important part. The why is your reason for learning English. It's what keeps you going when things get hard. A lot of people spend too much time on the how and the what. And they try different apps. They buy lots of books and materials. They learn lots of words. They watch lots of YouTube videos like this one. And they don't follow the video and what it tells them to do. They just passively watch. But they don't think enough about why they're doing it. And that's a big mistake. Your why is like the engine of a car. The how and what are like the wheels and the body. You need all the parts. But without the engine, the car won't go anywhere. So why is the why so important? Here are some reasons. It gives you motivation. When you know why you're learning, you want to keep going. It helps you focus. You'll know what's important to learn and what's not. It makes learning more fun. When you have a good reason, even hard work can be enjoyable. It helps you set better goals. Your why will guide you to the right goals for you. It helps you measure progress. You can see how you're getting closer to your why. Now let's talk about something important. Making excuses. Many people make excuses for not learning English well. They say things like, I'm too old to learn a new language. I don't have time to study. English is too hard. I'm not good at learning languages. I don't live in an English-speaking country. I need a better teacher. I don't have anyone to practice with. These are all excuses. They are not real reasons. They're just ways to avoid doing the work. You're just trying to make yourself feel better for your lack of progress. Remember, many people have learned English in all kinds of situations. My late cousin, Li Ginzhou, who lived in Guangzhou, China, had no access to an English teacher or even basic English classes. Yet, by listening to BBC on a shortwave radio for 3 to 4 hours a day, he became an English teacher at a university in 4 months. He definitely had a strong why. Because if he didn't learn English in 4 months, he wouldn't have a job. If he can do it, you can do it too. Here's the truth. Learning English takes time and effort, and there's no way around it. There's no magic formula that you can learn English in 30 days or 20 days or 5 hours. But if you have a strong why, you'll find a way to do it. So, how can you develop a strong why? I'll get to that in a minute. If you're liking what I teach on this video, you should definitely get a copy of my free report, The 5 Biggest Mistakes in English Conversation. Okay, back to our show. Here's a simple 3-step guide. Step number 1, think about your dreams. What do you want to do with your English? Maybe you want to get a better job, travel the world, make friends from other countries, watch movies without subtitles, read English books and understand them, study abroad, understand English songs. Write down your dreams and don't hold back. Write everything, even if it seems silly or impossible. Step number 2, imagine your life when you have good English. Close your eyes and imagine your life when you can speak English well. What does it look like? How do you feel? What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Try to make this picture as clear as you can. Use all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? How do you feel? Step number 3, connect your why to your daily life. Now, think about how learning English can help you right now. Not just the future, but today. Maybe it can make you feel proud of yourself, help you understand your favorite songs in English, let you chat with people online fluently, help you learn new things on YouTube, make you feel more confident. Find ways that learning English can make your life better today. This will help you stay motivated, Now that we've talked about the importance of why, let's look at how to use it. Here are some tips. Write down your why. Put it somewhere where you can see it every day. Tell others about your why, and this will help you stay committed. Review your why regularly. Your reasons might change over time, but that's okay. Pick ways to learn that fit with your reasons. Think about your why when you feel like giving up. It will give you the strength to keep going. Remember, your why is very personal. It's not about what other people think you should do. It's about what's important to you. Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make when learning English. Focusing too much on grammar. Grammar is important, but it's not everything. Don't forget to practice speaking and listening too. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes are normal. They help you to learn. Don't be afraid to speak even if you're not perfect. Not practicing enough. Learning a foreign language takes practice. Try to use English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Giving up too soon. Learning takes time. Don't expect to be perfect right away. Oh, by the way, excellence is a better standard than perfect. It's almost impossible to be perfect. We are always learning and improving. So make excellence your goal. Keep going, even when it's hard. Not having a plan. Your why can help you make a good plan, your plan. Without a plan, it's easy to get lost or waste your time. So, what should you do now? Here are some steps you can take. Take some time to think about your why. Use the 3-step guide we talked about. Write down your why and put it somewhere where you can see it. Look at ways you're learning English right now. Do they match your why? If not, think about changing them. Make a plan for how you'll learn English and include your why in your thinking and in your plan. Start practicing English every day, even if it's just for a little while. And that practice doesn't have to be with someone. You can practice by talking to yourself in the mirror. Don't make excuses. If you find yourself making excuses, go back and look at your why. Celebrate your progress. Every step forward is a win. Remember, learning to speak English well is a journey. It takes time and effort, but with a strong why, you can do it. Your why will keep you going when things get tough. In English, there is a saying, if it is to be, it's up to me. You need to take responsibility for your own learning. You can have the best teacher possible, but if you're a lousy student, you won't improve. You can live in an English-speaking country, but if you stay in your room all day and don't go out and meet people, there will be no progress. So, if it is to be, it's up to me. Let's recap what we learned today. The how of learning English is about the methods that we use. The what of learning English is about the things we learn. The why of learning English is the most important part. It's your reason for learning. Many people focus too much on the how and what, and not enough on the why. Don't make excuses for not learning. Everyone can learn English with effort. Use the 3-step guide to develop a strong why. Think about your dreams. Imagine your life with good English. And connect your why to your daily life. Use your why to to stay motivated and guide your learning. Learning to speak English well can change your life. It can open up new opportunities and help you connect with people all around the world. But it starts with your why. So take some time to think about your why today. It could be the first step on an amazing journey. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And remember, keep practicing your English every day. It's Herbert Lee saying, get yourself a strong why and get going. You can do it.